Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to unbox my brand new lens for the Fujifilm system, the Fujifilm 16-55 f2.8. So let's start. All right, so let's see what we have inside. This is, I guess, a carrying case. Very nice. Boring manuals. Oh, and the lens itself. Oh, wow. It has some heft to it. Let's see now what is the total weight of this lens. 648, with this thing 668. Build quality feels really nice. Everything is built out of metal. The zoom ring is also very smooth and nice. Manual focus is very smooth as well. The aperture ring has some clicks. Overall, the build quality from first impressions is very, very solid. Okay, so now let's mount this lens on my Fujifilm X-T4 and see how they both feel together. All right, so this is how the Fujifilm 16-55 looks with the Fujifilm X-T4. Feels hefty, but to be honest, the body of the Fujifilm X-T4 is pretty big, and I think the balance is pretty nice, especially with this grip from small rig, which adds much more grip and better handling feeling from the Fujifilm X-T4. So yeah, it's definitely heavy, but it's fine. But let's see how much is the total weight of the Fujifilm X-T4, the grip from small rig, and also the 16-55. So the total weight is 1,400 grams, which is not lightweight at all. But for this zoom range from 16-55 with a constant aperture of f2.8, it's totally fine in my personal opinion. All right, so now let me power on the camera and see how the image quality briefly looks with this lens and the Fujifilm X-T4. All right, so guys, right now I'm filming with the Fujifilm X-T4 and the Fujifilm 16-55, roughly at about 23 millimeters. I'm also shooting at f2.8 in 4K, 24 frames per second, so you can briefly see how the image quality looks like with the Fujifilm X-T4 and the 16-55 lens. Now I want to mention a couple of reasons why I bought this lens. So the first reason is versatility. I wanted something much more versatile than my Viltrox 23mm f1.4 because I found myself many times wanting to zoom in or zoom out with my lens, and that's why I bought a zoom lens for myself. The second reason is image quality and sharpness. So if you want to buy yourself a wide-angle zoom lens from Fujifilm, you have a couple of options, either the 16-55 f2.8 or the 16-80 f4 or the 18-55 f2.8 to f4 kit lens. And the 16-55 f2.8 gives by far the best image quality and the best sharpness results. And for me, it's really important, so that's another reason why I bought this lens. And the next reason is autofocus. Now, I've been using the Viltrox 23mm f1.4 for the last 3 months pretty much to film all of my videos, and the autofocus on this lens has been great. It's been more than enough for me. But sometimes it still hunts. Sometimes. Maybe it's working fine for like 90 to 95% of the time, but sometimes it still struggles a little bit. And from what I've researched, the 16 to 55 Fujifilm lens gives pretty much the best autofocus performance with the Fujifilm X-T4. And for me, using autofocus is really important because I'm shooting all of my YouTube videos by myself, so I need a really reliable autofocus system. And the 16 to 55, it gives pretty much the best autofocus results on the Fujifilm system. And the last reason is weather sealing. For me, it's not really that important, but it's a bonus. It's a nice thing to have. So now if I'm gonna take some pictures outside and it's raining, I don't really have to worry about my camera or lens getting damaged because the camera is weather sealed and also the lens is weather sealed. So pretty much these are all the reasons why I bought the 16 to 55 lens. It's versatile, great image quality, great autofocus, and weather sealing. If you want me to make specific videos or tests about the 16 to 55, let me know down below. And if you have any other questions or comments, also let me know down below. And I guess I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and peace out.